for joining us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on Carolina. Ready to go? Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And a 1-1. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Here's Alex Bregman. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Mingo takes it in for the out. One down. Jordan Beck getting ready to hit. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Perry should have this one. And there's 2 away. Willie Adames is in. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Stepping in, William Contreras. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got it. One gone here. Okay, let's check out the lineup. So digging in, Roman Banks. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is. And that
well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end the inning. It's the last game of the season, Game 7 of the World Series. Now
that's the ball.
Catcher, Hunter Goodman.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Absolute gas. Triple digits on the ground. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Moniak turns to the right on the move. And there's one down. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Handed down the right side of the foul.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boo, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shine in the toughest moments.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that attack. Couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Anthony Santander at the plate. Santander went deep in his most recent game. And that is that. Bottom of the second, digging in, Cole Young. A 1-1. Foul ball there.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Ball, that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. Cole Armstrong running hard to get it.
Open the fence. Advance to second base.
Double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Jake Mangum now at the plate. That one's in there. Gonna count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's second. Fly ball down the line. That was foul, and he'll see another.
zone.
And it's a full count. Fights it off. We'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, right field. Acuna drifts towards it. And there's one down. One out, man at first. Now it's the shortstop. And that's fouled off. Tied up here in the early goal.
He's really working him away with his sit-back. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that.
There goes the runner. Strike three.
No!
Save! And now the center fielder, Cole Carey. And on second, 2 down. Pitch misses.
No, that's outside.
3-1. Hit the air, left field. Back under it. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. New inning getting started. Here's the veteran outfielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And he lays down a bunt. On the run, throw to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Acuna with some impressive production lately. Now this is in the air down the line. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Just
That missed. That's the ball.
Ball 3. Foul off. And they'll do it again. And that's an
Ball 4. Take your base.
He really made the pitcher work for that one.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it pretty well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One down. And about now, Alex Bregman. Here comes the pitch. Here goes the runner from first. This one in the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. So up now for Chicago, Jordan Beck. That's in there. Count 1-2. Acuna off of first with 2 away.
Oh, that's it.
Good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
In the dirt. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Willie Adames, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a pop-up. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, William Contreras. Here's a 1-1. Yeah, foul ball. Struck him out swinging. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Roman Banks digs in now. The 2-2 on the way. That one missed.
Ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now at the plate, Mickey Moniak. That one is absolutely belted. A 2-run blast. And he gives them the lead in the 3rd.
results.
Now here is Rich T. Recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Nice grab. Fires the first, and they kick the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Cole Young.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time out. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Got him looking for the K. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching the World Series on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Hunter Goodman. Sitting in Game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the guys that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure there. His teammates are looking to him to lead this one, and I think he's going to do it.
And it gets by him. Now a throw to first. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Smashed that one through the infield with a knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And next for the Cubs, Billy Pasquantino. In there for a strike. That's strike 2. This one popped up. And there's one away. 1 out. So here's Horner now.
Ball.
Inside.
That's inside.
And
Ball.
that's ball 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That's it. Ball 4.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. Line drive. Number 2.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mango. That one fouled off. Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now here is Levi Norman. Breaking ball, and that got it. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Here's a 1-1. In the dirt. The 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. That's out number 2.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
That is the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one hammered, but pulled foul. This one in the air, center field. Perry on his way over. Lunges, but can't make the catch.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turned it down play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now the left fielder, Jordan Beck. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is off the wall. Safely to second. He's got a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
A little off front there as he swings through it.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be
runner breaks for third. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Bailey Falter.
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Makes the catch for the out. And now here is Roman Banks. Hard hit left side. Adames to throw to first. All down to the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Done.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So up next, Hunter Goodman. 1-1 now. Fastball for a strike. This to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off the throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So up next for Chicago, Vinny Pasquantino.
This is the time you have to pull out every trick in your bag. They know the season is over with the loss. Things aren't looking great right now, but they're still in striking distance. They need to get something going real soon.
And there's a base hit to the left.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. That hits his zone. 1-2. Pitch kicks away. Throws to second. And now a man in the scoring position. Got him swinging for the kill. Tying him up on a fastball inside.
We're usually going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him.
That's the ball.
That's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Bounce to the left side. Gets it to first. Third out. One left. It's the last game of the season. Game 7 of the World Series. Bottom of the 6th inning. Rich T getting ready to hit. In the air, left field. Beck gets under it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one misses. 3-2 down. What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Jake Mangum. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's going to roll to the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bomb. So many positives that led to that knock.
And that is that. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off, Pete Crow Armstrong. Here comes the manager. New pitcher now, Jacob Mizorowski. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. So back to the top of the order. Ronald Acuna Jr., the next cut to hit. The Cubbies trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 6.
No, that's out.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Oh, great stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. And now it's Alex Bregman. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score holds. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Hit in the air, center field for Armstrong. Settles under this one. And there's 1 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Cole Carey. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Popped up first base side. Pasquantino settles under it. 2 away. And now, William Contreras. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8th inning coming up. We go to the 8th. Stepping in, Jordan Beck.
When we get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The 2-2 down. Caught and missed. Struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side throw as the hitter. It's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Payoff pitch. That's 2 in a row. 1 out, man at first. Now it's going to be Hunter Goodman.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stand up.
Big collect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, it's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard.
Runner takes off.
Strike 2.
Strike.
Out on the pad.
Out there. And that is... Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Javier Assad.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. That's outside. third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Rich T now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 2-0. Now it's the second baseman, Cole Young. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. The Reapers. We go to the ninth. Here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
No, ball.
Now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And they just scrape the zone. The ball is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Way inside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Just off the outside edge. On the ground. Oh, look at the stop. Takes it himself, and he got it. Nicely done at first for the out. Here's Nico Home. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left.
I think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball, and then carried that curveball down low to get him swinging.
That's it,
Especially
ball.
with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
This one spokes. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Enough air under to drive it out of here, but we'll take that swing
That's the ball.
and that result every time.
Now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats it. He's safe. Making a move at third. Bucks going to a pinch runner, Tyler Tolton. And here comes Rock. Intentional pass coming. Bases now loaded. But it does set up a force at every base. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. And foul ball.
He is going to sleep well tonight if his team can come through with the win.
The Cubs down to their final strike. And that's it. They are World Series champions.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides brings the ball, knowing that this is it. This team got it done. They've been a special run all year long. And it's fitting they won it all in a special series.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down to the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs.